Dish Nation, what's up, everybody? Frank and I are here with you.
That's right, we're here, folks.
All right, yes, we're all here. Gary, what do you got?
Well, Ben Stiller, honey, wanted that old thing back. We'll explain.
And joining us again, we have our friends and entertainment journalist Tanner Thompson, as well as Tammy Mack, host of The Business of Being Black with Tammy Mack on Fox Soul. What up, y'all?
What's up? Happy to be here.
Oh, yes, we are. And we're ready for some more dish.
That's right.
And also joining us on the South side of things, we have Grammy-nominated songbird, the lovely, the multi-talented Tamar Braxton back in the building.
Yes, so good to be back here in the ATL with you guys. Hey, Frank, what you got for us?
Well, Idris Elba is shifting his priorities and changing careers. He's planning to lean away from acting work to prioritize his musical pursuits.
That's a damn shame, though. He's a good actor.
He said, some may think, well, it'll be the death of your acting if your music's trash. I've dealt with the internal struggle of that over the years, so now I'm at peace, and I've chosen this is what I'm doing, and I'm going to do it. Some will love it, and some will hate it. So,
It's not that big a twist. He's done DJ sets at Coachella, and he DJ'd for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's royal wedding, which is kind of a big event.
this is different because he's doing patriotic folk music. He's doing it. This land is your land.
Can you act and do music? Can a person do that?
That's going to be a tough putt for Idris Elba, I got to say. But if anybody can do it.
I know why he's quitting acting. Because they didn't give him the James Bond role.
Oh, yeah, they protest.
Yeah.
It's like his way of
That's a
boycotting.
good,
I like Idris Elba, but he's not Will Smith, right? And Will Smith in the 90s could rap and do movies, and he did it just fine.
He's got to do it. He's a great
You're getting jiggy with it, my man.
Don't come for me right now because I got jiggy with it.
And I'm going to tell you something. If he took his shirt off and sung Hickory Dickory Dock, sign me up, okay?
Oh,
Learn.
Okay, here we go. Now, if you thought Idris quitting acting is shocking, listen to this. Guys, Ben Stiller and Christine Taylor have rekindled their marriage after separating nearly 5 years ago.
I didn't know they broke up.
Well, there we go. Ben revealed to reporters that their romantic relationship was rekindled during the early days of the pandemic, as it does. He moved back into the house to be around his kids during lockdown, and that's when things evolved between the two of them. I'm going to say over a bottle of wine that first weekend.
I like it because they do have kids, so it's nice. I know you weren't hurt by them breaking up, Tammy, because you didn't know they broke up. But
I
that's
didn't
fine.
know they were together.
That's she doesn't even know who we're talking about. But listen,
Ben who?
but I like the fact that they got together. Now, here's the real reason I think that they got back together. He had his prostate removed. He got prostate cancer.
Really?
So maybe he's thinking, do I really want to be out in the world without a prostate when I could be back with my wife with
You start considering your own mortality, your wife gets a lot hotter.
Well, didn't his dad just pass away, Jerry Stiller? So it's like he's thinking,
and
you know
his mom
what?
and dad had been together for years,
Yeah.
so maybe he wants that kind of love, too.
right.
But Tamar, though, my question is, do you think an X should stay an X and no double dipping?
I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you, Gary. I think remixes are only for records. Okay?
Oh,
Ain't no remix. Let's try this again. It's
I agree.
a no for me. It's
Really?
done. We're done. Yes.
No new and improved, nothing like that.
No, new and improved with someone else. Amen.
well, all right, y'all. It's time for Yes, honey. Now, it seems, y'all, that love and hip-hop star Miss April Jones and Tay D can't get enough, honey, of CVS fashion, y'all. Now, I guess the lovely couple, honey, wanted to take their style to the next level by rocking matching short sets, and baby, it's giving beach wear, y'all. Take a look.
Lil B, the material's awesome. It flows when you walk. And hey, it's affordable. CVS, Little D. Get better.
Oh, my.
Man, he is doing the most.
Wait a second. They're saying this is from the drugstore?
It is.
Yeah.
I've never. I've
so
gone to
cute.
CVS for my prescription,
Yeah.
I've
I'd rather wear a receipt from CVS.
No, like one of my
You
favorite
can wrap it.
infinity scarves came from CVS. I was in a city that was very bold,
can make a whole
and it was from the
wedding
women's section, but it was like unisex kind of,
Yeah.
and I've never been able to find the same one ever again.
I told Gary, are April and Tay making you want to trade in your Balenciagas for CVS outfit? Not quite.
No, ma'am, but let me tell you something, Miss Tammy, that's trickery, honey. And I said this before. Tay Diggs, honey, when he was with Miss Dina Mendez, honey, he wasn't going no damn CVS, but it's Black History Month, and he got April Jones, and he taking her to CVS. No, ma'am. What's her name?
I don't know who Adina Mendez is.
What's her name?
It's John Travolta. He messed up her
You
name.
about to get Tay Diggs in trouble. Who that bitch?
Hillary Duff is clapping back at all the critics who had something to say about her parenting after a video of her 3-year-old daughter, Banks, riding in the backseat of a car without a car seat or her seatbelt not properly over her. Now, Hillary said in an interview, it's not like she was driving down the 405 and then her friend was in the back seat with Banks as she drove a few blocks without a car seat. I have to say, as somebody who grew up in southern Indiana, I was never in seatbelt. I was never in a car seat. Most of the time, my dad put us in the back of a pickup truck and we went to wherever we needed to go, and I survived.
You're still here.
I'm still here. I mean, you guys have kids, Frank, head crack, Tanner, and I don't know that you have any that you know about. None that you know about, right?
Listen, if I don't,
Tamar.
come find me. I wish you would.
Yeah, I have an 8-year-old son, and I'm just gonna say, like, I believe, like, when they are really, really little, you have to put them in, a car seat, especially if you're on the highway, you're going to the store, something like that. But if you're in your subdivision, I don't know if that's completely necessary.
It's necessary,
Is it really?
Yeah, because
if you're going 4 houses down and it's raining outside, y'all, come on, y'all did that before.
A gated community is different. Like Hillary's right. It might not have been the 405, but is it Ventura Boulevard? Is it another big street? There's context.
I mean, well, look at us. We used to ride on that little middle armrest thing in the car, and we all survived and we made it. These kids are going to be okay.
Yeah, we used to catch whippets, but we survived. But no, honey.
Come on.
Well, speaking of parenting, it's time for a dish debate. And Tamar, this one is inspired by you.
So now, Tamar, you recently went, honey, on live to try to get in contact with your son, honey, Logan, who was with his dad, because you couldn't call his dad because you were blocked. He blocked you, boo.
Sure did.
And Tamar, you asked a very good question. Is it right for the other parent to block you while they have the child, or should you be able to communicate at all times while co-parenting?
Never block. That's really cool.
No.
You have my child. I need to be in contact with you.
I have my child.
Thank you.
On my time.
Yeah, but I need to be able to get in
What does that
contact
mean,
with you.
my time?
Stop
I'm the
bugging me.
mama. It's always my time.
And
I
it's
don't know
the
what you're
dad.
talking about.
That's right.
That doesn't sound right. If I can't get a hold of my child, I'm
just
supposed to be
through
able to call his daddy. Okay? And the only reason why I went on Instagram, like, I was not trying to be dramatic. I've changed my evil ways. What happened was my son is always on my live. Every time I go live, my son pops up on my live, right? Okay. And so I called him on his phone, not his dad's phone. I called him on his phone, and he didn't answer for a few days. Okay, so that's a difference, okay? So I decided to go live because I knew that he would pop up on my live. He didn't pop up on my live, so Vince got roasted.
He's at Disneyland having a great time with his dad.
Exactly.
For 2 days, relax.
like a
You call and
stretch.
check in with your mom.
2-3 days.
Dad is a parent to y'all women. Always high about the dad here, dad be dad. He ain't this handy. When he's trying to spend time with his child, let him spend time with his child, honey. I mean, because that means they rarely get that much time because y'all mamas are so hateful and keep the children.
That's right. That's right, Gary.
Tell us how you really feel, Gary.
And the thing about it, those kids could be with their stepmamas, and then y'all interrupted. So I mean,
Oh, you know what? Okay, now you really trying to go
Oh,
there.
now
Gary's just trying to burn
I'm
it
getting
down
mad
right
and I
now,
don't even
guys.
have kids. I'm getting irritated.
You and me both.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
New
even
mom's
care
trying to
about
get to know
that.
her
I
new
just
child.
want-
We're with you, Tamar. With you. I'm standing with you.
Yeah.
Team
With you,
Tamar.
Tamar. Absolutely.
Yep.
I'm thirsty, so that means I need a cup of thirst trapping with the stars, and I'll quench my thirst right after the break.
we're back, honey, and now it's time to get all up, honey, and our girl Tamar Braxton's business with a little segment called Get to Know Tamar.
Hello.
Now, if you're on the show, boo, we got to get, honey, some personal tea, Tamar. So, honey, we're going to ask you a couple of juicy little questions, okay?
No, not
Ready?
No,
You ready? Ready? Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, Tamar, I'm so happy to talk to you, girl. You've been open about finding love again. So what's your type of man? And would you be open to having a reality show to help you find a man, like for the love of Tamar? And what I really want to know is, have any celebrities been trying to holler?
You know, my DMs has been Desert Storm. You know what that is?
What?
Completely dry.
Oh.
It's not fair. I think people really associate me with being married or being in a relationship, but I'm definitely not. I don't know for sure if I'm looking, but I might do a reality show looking for love because I think I can get any help that I can get at this moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We can't
yeah,
wait to watch it. All right.
All right, Tamar, got to get a little bit more nosy. One of my favorite things is when a celebrity has an embarrassing celebrity encounter. And so, what is your most embarrassing celebrity encounter?
Oh, baby, I have a bunch. Well, my first, I think the one that I remember the most is my celebrity encounter with Mariah Carey. She's my idol.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yes. And she used to be my next door neighbor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I went to her house for a party and I could not speak to her. It was the most, yes. I know I came across very, very rude. Like she was talking to me and I was just like,
I'll tell you, Mom, and out of all the Braxton sisters, honey, who's the best singer besides you?
oh, well, besides me. I have to say a cross between, I know everybody's going to want me to say Toni, and everybody loves her, we respect her, but I'm going to leave her out of this one because it's not fair.
Okay.
I'm going to say my sister Tracy. I enjoy her voice. I enjoy her song Last Call. I mean, it's a quote in the song. She goes, why is it so different when it comes to me? Okay, I'm here for it. Why is it so different when it comes to me?
Well,
Yeah.
that is a shock. I had no idea you was going to say Tracy.
Yeah.
Now we tapping in. Now, Tamar, fans want to know about new music, appearances, projects you got going on. What can we expect from you in 2022?
Well, Tamar expects the harassment to stop. I'm in the booth. I'm recording an album. Get off of me. I'm not going to do you like that. But there's definitely some amazing music that's coming out this year. I'm so excited about it. And Tamar, y'all, is on y'all TV screen, but not how you think. It's not just a reality show. She is doing a scripted show. Hello.
Oh,
Yes. And it's called Kingdom Business, and it's on BET Plus, and I'm so excited about it. It's so good. It's like the church version to like Empire. Amazing.
That means it's going to be messier because you know the church people, man,
so
give it up the good.
It's
Hallelujah.
Yes. Well, we going to bless that right there. So there you have it. All the
Amen.
Tio and Tamar. And coming up, we got another edition of Dish Is It. And it's getting a teenager super paid. We're going to get into that right after the break.
Dish